Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 8 of Stars of Abaddon. No, I'm pretty sure it's 8 because I'm pretty sure last week was wrong. I was going through the VODs and it really fucking confused me. I'm pretty sure we're 8. Welcome to week 8. Oh, my camera's focusing, please. Hello. Welcome to week 8 of Stars of Abaddon. We got everyone here today, and all the cameras are fucking working. Holy hell! I think this is the first game I've run in a while where I can see everyone, which is really nice. Apart from Quack, I should probably put a GIF over him anyway. Cool. I'm gonna get so you can hear them. Hello, everybody. How are you? Good. Nice and good. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. So, what happened when we last played, like 2 months ago?
We did shit.
Yes.
Cool shit.
As a rough guide, you travelled from wherever you were to Mars, where you are hopefully planning to lead a rebellion
Glorious
against
revolution.
the Earth.
Early stop.
Oh my god, the cameras are in the wrong place on this overlay. Oh, that hurts. I'm gonna fix the other one and then fix this one. So I don't preview edit. Yeah, so you travelled from wherever you were to Mars to lead this glorious insurrection against the Earth government. How glorious
It's not going to be glorious. It's us.
I mean,
It's gonna be glorious.
We don't have any dignity.
yeah, but it's
Nothing
led
we
by,
do is glorious.
led by Constantine. Of course, it's gonna be glorious.
Yeah.
Our plans are
Constantine
Doom
is
approved. Doom approved.
Doom approved.
I am Doom.
There we go. We're fixed.
I love Doctor Doom.
Best villain.
Yeah. So, without further ado, because no one can remember what happened last time because it was 2 months ago.
I do.
Yay!
Remember?
Then explain what happened.
Well, after taking over a EDF cruiser, or something to that effect, we got a bunch of prisoners. Matua asked if she could use them for samples, which was given to her.
Some of them.
Through my diplomacy and propaganda skills, I was giving Quo to take the crew that we're currently with to Mars to try and start an allegiance with Mars and the Liberation Front to tie them together where before they were at odds. Because everyone hates fucking Earth. Because fuck Earth. Stupid.
Woo,
I
fucker.
don't hate Earth. It's
Fuck
Earth is
it.
fine.
Yep.
And I think Gwen was Gwen. She was insistently mean to
Yeah, everyone.
the shark. Not mean. She's never mean to me. And Nut's character Morgan is trying to bang somebody, if I
What?
recall.
He's not.
The pilot.
Yeah, it's definitely trying to bang her.
Oh yeah, sure, whatever.
Oh god. Cool. So, what we fade up on is the galley on the Jean-Marie, which is the ship you're on. I think you guys are all there. Ashford is not Ashford. Yeah, Sarah would be there. Sarah Ashford, Christy and Sam, and the EXO. So Caden, are all crowded in this smaller galley. Any NPCs that you guys want to be there from your side can also be there. That's entirely up to you. Who is there and who isn't?
I want Sloan to be there, but he can't be.
Yeah, no. Sloan is busy conquering the galaxy, my friend. A different one.
He should
not
be
this
here
one.
with us.
Because
Leon
somehow.
was there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Myra's, yeah. I
Leon
think
is wherever
the
you are.
assistants-
Usually.
So his assistants are both in the med bay.
Okay, cool. So
Do you know
yeah,
what Matt did?
no.
Okay.
Morgan knows.
What doesn't Morgan know?
Nothing.
There is
I
that.
specifically have a goal that says you must be protected, so I clearly know what happened.
Yeah, sweet. So yeah, we see the scattering of personnel in this galley, and the Exo Caden is kind of standing in front of the group, and he says, "So, when you make it on planet," nods towards Constantine, you nods towards Leonie as well. You're to establish your contacts. It gets us headway. You're the face of this thing. You set up the propaganda. You spread the word. This is your project now. We do as you see fit. We have a couple of ideas we will talk to you about, and a small group on Mars has begun to form itself. They also have ideas. But this is your operation now. That comes from the top.
I salute, not in my shitty salute way, where that's what I do when I leave a room, but an actual
Yeah.
So it's
salute.
like that salute, the true finger one.
Yeah, you give like
but
the Freedom Front salute, whatever that is, that I haven't decided.
that one.
No,
that's
that's the fuck off salute.
yeah, that's the
Oh,
salute they
okay.
give Earth.
Okay. Then I tell him, "You have no worry, comrade. Everything will be in our good hands." And I will say, but just so I have minds for future planning, did we happen to keep any of the EDF suits we took from the last mission?
You know, we have almost
The
entire.
uniform for the actual armor.
We have almost an entire hall full of EDF equipment, uniform, exosuit, power armor, rifles.
Power armor.
Perfect. That all may come in quite handy.
You know, it says, "Let me know what you need, and I'll attempt to work out a compromise with the boss."
Of course, sir.
He nods and gestures down the way you know to be the exit, like towards the cargo hold and out that exit. And we pan out from the ship and we see it docked in a spaceport on Mars. And we zoom out and we go through because everything under most of Mars is subterranean, with these like habitation domes around the outside that aren't really viable yet. But yeah, most of Mars is like subterranean. Apart from the districts around Olympus Mons, which is a completely different thing. But
Do you want me to make a physical save, considering I'm a spacer on a planet?
No, Mars still has a relatively like low gravity. If you were on
I'm just wondering
Earth,
because like
Earth would be a problem. And if you stay on Mars for
we're probably
too
still
long,
are very uncomfortable right now.
yeah, I mean like most stations have like a higher gravity than like the Moon, for example. Like that's actually still low gravity to you guys. So Mars and a lot of the spin stations are pretty similar.
Okay, Matt died.
That's fine. We can continue. Oh, Matt's back.
Fuck you, Matt.
That's fine. Yeah, so we see the crew disembarking down this ramp into a large, kind of, if you imagine like a crater that has this like dome over the top. So you're below what would be on Earth considered sea level, but still you can see the open space above you.
The open red.
Yeah, the dust, red dust that is everywhere, and even like this like clear or transparent dome that's above you is probably like got this red tinge to it as this dust is kind of blown over the top slightly. And yeah, there's lots of other ships, lots of dock workers, and caverns and caves that lead deeper into dockside Mars. Do you have any ideas about who you want to meet, Constantine?
Well, the first thing I would like to do is actually use one of my abilities.
Sure.
which is Henchkeeper.
Nice.
Which does.
I basically have someone who will do shit for me for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure that's how the book words it.
Don't say
They
that.
do,
Unless they
they do
changed
most
it.
shit about combat, I'm fairly sure, don't they?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
well, that's good. It's good for them. I'm not looking for body armor.
But meat shields are the best kind of shield.
Probably not against
Because
lasers,
They
right?
don't get up after they get hit.
Mm.
Matt, you're really quiet.
We can hear him. Don't ruin this for him.
So,
Let him
within
talk.
24 hours of arrival, you can, assuming you find someone of suitable henchman material, call upon his services to escort you on any adventure, but he won't. He'll risk some, but he won't fight to save his
Skin.
Yeah, he'll.
It's not. It's not a "I would die for you" type thing. It's like I like you, but
Yeah,
But
unless
if,
you
you know-
grab the second, unless you have the second rank, in which case they will fight.
No, I took the second rank in unarmed combatant, which proved well till I got shot. And I
Generally-
think I know who this hench person would be.
Sure.
It would probably be.
I mean, if you roll connect, you'll just find someone who suits the thing you want.
Okay, I was gonna fluff it and say he was my #1 fan on planet.
Oh yeah, of course.
He's gonna die if that's the case.
We're diving into the fucking Mars punk
Scene, yeah, 100%.
scene.
Underground? Holy shit. It's lit.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with you fluffing that. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
So I take the combat out and I find whoever Liam names this person and I send him a message.
Are the worst kind of rock star.
Matt, you're extremely quiet. I can't hear
you're
you.
really quiet now, dude.
Is that better?
Yep.
Slightly.
Kinda.
Oh man.
Random name generator.
Is that better?
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's better. Yeah.
As we
Yeah.
get on planet, Gwen just looks around and says, "Your planet stinks. This is what all planets smell like."
You know, Gwen, this is not what all planets smell like.
No. You should smell Earth.
It smells like roses on Earth. Hate roses.
I
That
highly
was just the air freshener in the air condition system in your workplace, Gwen. This is what happens when you have commercial air filtration systems. They
think you
sell
mean the
scent to you.
So the
My
scent at the
father's
moment smells like dead
estates
rats.
All smelled like roses. Even the gardens. And the paddocks. And the zoo.
even the garden smelled like roses.
Wonder why a garden smells like a rose.
I
It
tend
was
to
just
like
this
the,
beautiful garden of roses. I don't know why it smelled like roses.
Even the lake smelled like roses. I grew to hate the smell of roses.
Do you still smell roses in the door?
I think
No.
that's because the filtration system she's used, the personal one, the mask, was the rose variant.
Oh, we
It's-
didn't have filtrations when I was growing up. It was all clean. Very clean.
Yeah.
Realize that Earth is a polluted shithole, right? It's
No,
not
she
clean.
doesn't.
For the 1%.
Not for her.
Is-
I tend to
Oh.
like the citrus air freshener. It's pretty tasteful,
All right,
I'll have
Liam.
to try that one.
low key.
First thing you're going to have to do is tell me how to fucking pronounce that name.
Elkie.
Elke. Okay.
Lorenz.
Elkie Lorenz.
Elke Lorenz.
Just
Oh,
call
I'm
him
a
Lawrence.
One fan.
Just call him Lawrence.
Yeah. So I get the compad up, the rockstar, hateful rockstar that Matt has called me.
Yeah.
Say, hey Elke, we're back on planet. Me and Leona. I was wondering if you could get together all your crew and a couple of the promoters. We got something we want to start spreading around.
What was
Big new hit.
what would your stage name be? Like, is it
Please.
Constantine or
My
Tempting
stage name is
Star.
it
my
is?
stage name is Constantine. Yeah,
Sick.
that's not my
Okay, cool.
real name.
Yeah. So he goes, Constantine, nice to hear you back. Of course, I'll get the group together. It's fine.
Good, good. Also, you should. I'll let you pick the place where we meet up. Just ping me back when you got a spot. Thanks, man.
He laughs. I know where to go. Don't worry. And yeah, he hangs up the connection.
So, Constantine, I'm not going to run the show for you, but do you want us to be in disguise?
I kind of gaze over them. It's like, you're fine, Morgan. Like, they'll probably think you just went and got like super augments. You'll be like top dog there, top shark.
I look at Morgan proudly.
Matua, you gotta like, and Gwen, you guys gotta like blacken up your garb and get some ripped clothes and spikes and shit. You guys gotta, come on, gotta fit in.
Yes.
I
Punk
need to.
chic.
What now?
Ripped
You'll need to
clothes.
dye your hair. That's the big part. And
Um,
get a new cut. Yeah.
No.
Could you at least
Why
wear
would
black
I-
clothing?
Why would I need spikes?
Don't ask stupid questions. Everyone needs spikes.
No.
Morgan just kind of swipes his compad to like the punk chic section of a shop, sort of like this.
Myra does
Hot
the
Mars
calculations
top.
of
And
how
you see
advantage
like hoop
spikes would be.
earrings and like some sort of dice thing.
Hoop earrings?
Yeah, golden hoop earrings and like the punk
That's not
mohawk.
punk.
Punk's talking punk. Fucking nuts talking about punk from like the 1970s and early 80s.
Yeah, I thought
That's
I
what
thought
punk
that
went
was
back
what
to,
we were
right?
doing.
Gwen just says that shit looks both horrible and very unsanitary.
Listen, this is Mars. This is the fashion these days.
Unsanitary. You don't put the spikes in your fucking skin. I meant in your clothes.
Where's the
Unless you
advantage
want
in that?
piercings.
Also, plastic. It's the future. We need plastic vestments.
I'd rather not.
You'd rather, well, well, at least buy a fucking black shirt and jeans.
Fine.
Maybe something with like a skull cat or something on it.
I do not technically have any liquid assets at the moment.
Yeah, we're both. I'm fairly sure we're all pretty poor right now.
Well, I have some guns I can sell. And Morgan is like, briefcase, he's got 3 guns.
Myra looks at Morgan proudly again.
And the EDF would lend us some money. It's fine. Pocket change should be part of this.
The EDF will lend us the money, you say. Well then.
The Liberation Front, I assume you mean, comrade?
I thought we looted a giant thing from the EDF. I was making a quip. It didn't work.
Well, and if worst comes to worst and we can't get the funds quickly enough, I'm sure there'll be some females there you can borrow clothes from. Huh?
This is true.
Have to.
If
Will
Constantine
they be
is as famous as he is, they will throw their clothes off at him.
I'll sort of tell you, Morgan, but the clothes women usually throw on stage is not stuff that hides a lot. It's more of a revealing sort.
He shrugs. I've seen it all. It's fine.
I'm
You are a
regretting
shark
all
man.
of this.
Listen, enjoy yourselves. We're at home. My home. You guys
Your
should have
home
fun.
sounds extremely weird. I'm used to clean and normal.
Why do you, like, I'm not asking you to wear dirty clothes.
I look around at some of the random people in the spaceport. Everyone here looks pretty dirty.
That's because we're out in the fucking red dust
one of them
storm.
gives you a really dirty look.
See, even his look is dirty.
He's got a sty in his eye.
All right. Gwen,
What
Gwen,
era of punk is
here's-
this? I'm just curious.
here's a good tip for you.
What's that, Matt?
Anything you think of doing, just do the opposite.
So you're telling me I should shoot you?
Yes.
But
Right
you're
now.
always thinking of shooting him, so you would not shoot him.
What,
Yes, but right now
what
I'm
is the
thinking about
current
not shooting him.
what is the current era of punk, or is it just like a combination of all the eras of punk?
It's like, look, think of anything punk works, right?
So from any era, like you're seen as punk. Okay, cool.
All right.
2015 punk.
2015? Why 2015 of
Yeah.
all?
It's a good year. It was a good year.
Just remember 2077 trailer for Cyberpunk.
I mean, that's literally where the #1 fans picture came from.
Yay. Also, I was gonna say, you could also... I'm just picturing Matua now. She comes out dressed like Avril Lavigne after she gets her...
She gets her
I think
hair
I said
done in this
2015
pro
punk.
style with like neon lights in it.
tubes.
She's clearly gonna dress like Lady Gaga.
Now, man,
gonna be a
I was
meat.
doing a stretch of fucking saying Avril Lavigne was punk. Lady Gaga, that's a whole other bag of worms.
That was the point.
All right.
So-
sweet.
Yeah,
I'm assuming, and this is me assuming, that we have a building to go to.
Eventually,
As-
but
as-
we'll just walk around for now.
As you say that, Constantine, your like hand terminal bleeps, and it's like the venue that you guys had your very first like performance. Like it's that venue.
So a shitty bar in the middle of nowhere.
The good old boombox.
There you go.
All right.
All right, we got a spot to go to, my friends.
Is it
I just
cleaner
take
than
a
this?
deep breath. Take a deep breath, hug Leona. It's great to be home.
Good to be back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she begins to stride in the direction, like she knows where she's going.
I hope so.
Like, Gwen has literally never been on a planet before, and most ships and shit's been on are normally somewhat sanitary.
Once we get into the dome, you'll be fine, Gwen.
A lot of spacer ships aren't that sanitary. They're
Yeah,
hanging
she spent
on,
most of the
but
time on space stations.
yeah,
Good
space
one.
stations you're pretty well, depending on the area of the space station. I think the nice areas, which I imagine Gwen was, if she would know, considering who her father was, he's generally quite nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I will point out that the first ship we were on together was literally held together by duct tape and glue. So, you know.
Yes, but Gwen kept her room clean.
I mean, air quality is a thing that Gwen wouldn't have had. Like, with Gwen's life, like air quality is a thing that she wouldn't have to deal with. Like, Mars has a lot of like really fine particle dust that like doesn't get filtered out, but still goes through the air systems.
how much time do we have until we have to be at this place?
A few hours.
Okay. Myra goes clothes shopping with, I'm assuming, Freedom Front money or something.
Frontation.
You wanna-
Frontation, Freedom Front, Frontation
I
money.
mean, like, somebody needs to have that conversation with the Freedom Front.
Sarah
right?
Ashford.
I'll let Constantine do that. Constantine wants to disguise us. Get us
All
the
right.
money.
So I immediately, like, right before we walk away, I turn on my heel and go, okay, and I would like to ask my first necessity for the mission.
I think you're like, I think most of the spacer crew are like staying on ship.
Yeah.
I think like maybe Sarah is like walking down the ramp as you like turn. She raises an eyebrow. Yes.
Oh, we need some funding to disguise our more sciencey members of the crew.
There's nothing wrong with the way I look.
Shut up, you.
She looks everyone up and down, and then looks at you, Constantine, and says, "You need everyone to look like you."
Or a variant. Except Morgan. Morgan will do fine. Strong man.
She shrugs. Fine. Pulls out her hand terminal and clicks a couple of things and then like swipes up towards you. And you get like a blip of like an incoming transfer. You get 1,000 credits.
Thank you, Miss Ashford.
1,000 credits each, so like 5,000.
Yeah.
Or do we get 1,000? Like per
Constantine
account?
gets 5,000 credits.
Yeah,
Very
okay.
specifically, Constantine.
Yeah.
And then, to be fair, I would split it.
Okay.
All right.
I think I'm the only person who's made money in this
Yup.
fucking game.
Yup.
Yeah, you are.
And all you had
8
to do is
sessions in, and
ask.
it's the first time we've made money.
I mean, I could sell these guns to someone, but I don't know who. So
Lane, 8 sessions in, and it's the first time we've made money.
No, I made money
1,000
before.
credits, to be fair.
I had a concert at a hotel, and I got a free board.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you
about
got
that.
700 in tips.
I
Yeah.
almost became a doctor at a clinic.
That's not what happened at all.
That's not what happened at all.
I feel like Matua has a very different memory of that event to,
Yeah.
the rest of humanity.
Clearly.
Oh, Matua didn't really want to do it. Like, if she had wanted to do it, she would have got the job.
No, she wouldn't have.
I mean,
Sure,
Arlene
fair.
is from Mars as well, so.
Eileen's Martian.
Hmm.
So
pretty
tell
good.
me, Constantine,
I think, yeah, when,
why exactly do you need to do this?
Wait, what did you say?
I said,
Matt?
tell me, Constantine, why exactly do I need to look like this?
You just gotta fit in. You can pick what you like. Like, there's tons of punk chic. Or
What
if
you
you
saying,
want,
Lee?
you go Victorian.
Keep a low profile, you know?
Alright, Constantine, I'll play along. Tell me more about this punk life.
Tell me
All
more
right.
about this cool.
Alright, Herr Frankenstein. First off, it's more of a lifestyle than most things. Do it yourself.
Alright. I don't think you understand how unpunk I am. You're gonna have to give me some pointers.
I literally look at you and I say, I understand perfectly how unpunk you are.
But then you understand the necessity of the pointers.
Right. Just imagine your own clothes, except they should be black and probably more torn up. And you should have neon things.
What is it with you and neon, Morgan?
Okay, neon. It's spikes. I've heard spikes.
Yes, spikes and neon lights.
And if you want tips on talking, you just gotta be a little bit more crude. Don't talk so proper.
Okay,
Uh,
spikes, neon.
Just
don't
swear a
talk
lot.
Proper.
Just swear
Swear
a
a
lot
lot?
and
Oh, God.
replace words with fuck and shit. It should be fine.
I already do that
Alright.
part.
I can do that. I mean, fuck.
That's better. See? Now you're getting it.
Oh god.
And
How-
makeup. Constantine, we will need a lot of makeup.
Constantine,
Okay.
can you send me the essential videos on punk life?
Oh
Oh,
god.
Jesus.
Just send a link to MTV.
I just send literally like a link to never mind the bollocks, here's the Sex Pistols, the Clash's first album, and the
Just
Misfits.
send Neil Fielding. Noel Fielding.
Wow.
Okay.
Myra
Yeah,
does
so-
research on punk life.
We get a montage of
Roll
clothes
for-
shopping
roll for
and
how good you do.
Matua doing research on
gonna
punk
be great.
life.
Webb looks very disgruntled about all of it.
My
The
God.
Great,
The fact
Matua gets
that-
real into it.
The fact that she calls it punk life is such a perfect character trait for Matua. Because it's not just punk to her, it's punk life.
Yeah, it's this thing that happens.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So after the montage of clothes shopping, how do we see everyone?
It's good.
I have no idea.
I have so much idea.
You want to go first then, Matua? You go for it.
We get like a really cheesy shot with like, I don't know, some punk. I'm not a big punk guy, if you couldn't tell. Some like classic punk shit playing. Lane, what song's playing?
Hey ho, let's go. Ramones.
I don't know that. I'm gonna take your word that that's punk.
That song is in Tony
Dude,
Hawk's
I
War.
don't know artists. I'm real bad. I know.
It's
Um,
called Blitzkrieg Bop.
I know what it is. It's an awesome song. I just know it's in Tony Hawk as
Okay,
well.
so she's wearing really black chunky boots that like are obviously not brand new. She went to some either really expensive place to buy like pretty scuffed up shoes, or they're just like really cheap scuffed up shoes. It's whatever way the fashion went. Keeps
People
going
call
up.
those shit kickers.
Really chunky laces, and the boots probably have a few spikes on them because why not? We go up and like on just really ripped up, torn up black tights to a mini skirt, just like a leather mini skirt covered in spikes, just spikes and studs. Can't be comfortable to move in. Go up to like a black leather vest covering something, some punk band t-shirt
My
that's
band.
also ripped up. Yeah, it's Constantine's band. Oh yeah, it's like your like classic logo t-shirt. Again, the vest is just covered in like scuffs and like just more spikes. Her arms have like long.
Oh my god, plastic! Just plastic, clear plastic.
It's clear plastic, but there's like black stitches
Neon.
woven into it. Going up like all the way up her
Oh,
arm
yeah,
to
hexagon
like her
stitches.
shoulder, and then like at each cross section of a stitch, there's a spike. Again, a choker that's just covered in spikes.
I don't want Matua
and
to
her
bump
face-
into anyone.
Her face
Like
is
fucking
just like,
Iron Maiden.
Matua usually, not usually. Matua has like pretty dark brown skin. So her face is like there's lots of like. Basically, the makeup she used was white and black, and it's just looks kind of scary. Like imagine her when she's the Emperor Palpatine. This is a foreshadowing for sure. Like really dark eyeshadow and just like again studs in her eyes, studs in her ears, studs in her nose,
Your
probably a
face.
stud between the monobrow. And then her hair is just like a really high mohawk, which each
You don't have
mohawk
a
is.
that.
Yeah, she has long hair. She has long hair. So it's just like
Short
a really high mohawk, and the tip of each mohawk has a spike that's like just sticking out of it, and throughout
Is it
the
dyed
mohawk
green?
is no, throughout the mohawk is woven like some sort of hair extension that's neon lights, and each hair, each point of the mohawk, like each of those things is a different colored neon.
hair. God, this is terrible.
You spent 500 credits on this or something.
Yeah,
How
Oh,
much
yeah.
did I spend on that, Liam?
Oh no, you've burnt you got 5,000 credits to like start. You've burnt
What's
like
the-
3,000 of them, like because I love the idea. So like you know how I said it was
You
like
burnt
this-
me and nuts and your share of the money.
you know how
I'm not.
you know how you said like it was either like secondhand stuff or it was like really expensive stuff that was made to look secondhand.
It's all of that.
Matua definitely bought the really expensive stuff that was made to look secondhand, 100%. Like,
What I like about this, I don't know if it's Matt or the character of Matua, but you are the fucking whitest person I've ever met. Like,
It's Matt.
holy-
It's
Oh, yeah.
definitely Matua. Or
Like,
there's spikes in
literally
my
all Gwen does is
spikes in
buy
my
leather
80s
jackets
skirt.
and jeans.
no, Matua looks authentic as shit.
No, he doesn't.
All right, Gwen. What about you?
When Lucci just buys a leather jacket and jeans.
Yeah, that's fine.
And black shoes, right?
No, she keeps the same shoes.
does she
Oh,
does she
God.
rip up the jeans at all? Like they're like fresh jeans.
Just normal jeans.
I like the idea that like so you walk out, and like Leona like looks you up and down. It's like no, and she like steps forward and like it brings out a knife and just like cuts the the knees of the jeans and like tears them up a bit. She's like, that's better. You'll pass.
Gwen just glares at her and say, "You owe me new jeans."
She shakes her head. Not
Oh.
your money. she walks off.
Everything.
Oh, no.
That's my girl.
Myra spends a lot of time crossing her arms and frowning now.
So you're practicing pouting.
I mean, she's pretty good at it already, but she's just like she looks angry.
She was just like, constantly.
Gwen just looks normally pissed off like she always is.
She's
Wow.
she's constantly chewing gum that isn't there, or is there?
I
Sure,
thought
She's
you
Yeah,
constantly
no.
chewing gum.
were chewing gum and like doing the obnoxious like blowing a bubble thing. Like,
Oh,
where
hell
it
yeah.
pops.
She watched a
Oh,
bit
yeah.
too much Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. So we see
It's black. The gum is black.
The gobble bomb.
That's what it's called. That's what it's called in the future. It's gobble bomb.
Oh,
Gobble
I
bomb?
see.
Is it? Is it now? Okay.
No, it's just a really shitty brand.
Yeah. It's really like off-brand.
It's what all the punks eat.
According to your research.
It's what all the punks chew.
According to Matua's research.
Myra
that's what
did
all the
extensive
punks-
research into
Yeah.
the gum life of punk life.
That's
Yeah.
of punk. Jesus
We
Christ.
see Arlene also in like a leather jacket, but she's
Yeah.
already like pre-cut hers. It's fine.
Yeah. Sick. Fucking idiot. Sweet. So yeah, we see this this entourage walking through the
It's just leather jacket, Morgan.
yeah, Morgan in a suit. And yeah, you see this entourage walking through the not crowded streets, but like people are generally moving with a purpose. You're muted if you were speaking, Matt. Okay.
As we're walking,
Practicing
does
new Myra
anybody, do I notice
voices.
if anybody recognizes Lane?
Not yet. We're not quite in that neck of the woods yet. And yeah, like, people are generally like hurrying to and from. Like you see a lot of people in like engineering overalls and like stuff like that, like dock workers and engineers and mechanics and stuff like that are hustling to and forth from, house to pub to job to pub to house, whatever.
What time?
Well, it depends, right? Because there are different rotations. Some people
on
would
a
be
planet they would have at the same time, wouldn't they?
not underground. No, the station has to have like work regardless, right? I mean, even on Earth,
You
even
said
right
we're in a
now,
dark.
even right now, you have people who work nights, right? So
Yeah.
it's probably
Yeah,
it's probably like afternoon, but people are the work cycle is set up to, especially in the docks.
Yeah.
The work cycle is set up so that there's basically it's fully manned at all points in time. And yeah, we see we gradually see the crowd around our crew like fade and grow smaller and smaller until we reach like a tram station, which they get on, and the high speed tram shoots its way down to Constantine's neck of the woods, which is a slightly rougher neighborhood, obviously.
Gwen looks slightly more disgusting.
And we enter this neighborhood, and I think like you step off the tram, and almost immediately, like you see people like staring at like Constantine and Leona. This is their hometown, baby. This is where it's at.
All right, Constantine, how do you want to run this? Do I stop them?
I'd pull your hand down, Matt.
That's Matt's hand, not Myra's.
Yes, Matt.
Just before we continue, it's not neon in the hair, it's barbed wire.
Oh, that's even
Wow.
worse.
Wow.
Okay.
It's barbed wire in the hair.
Note to self
That's even
for
worse.
crew. Note to self for the crew. Matua's not allowed to enter a mosh pit.
I was gonna say, or go through any like fucking metal detector
Metal detectors.
scanner shit.
It's fake
It's-
barbed wire.
Okay, just
Come
to be
on,
clear, it's like barbed
I'll-
wire
I'll-
that probably cost like $600.
Keep
because
discussing-
it's like
keep
top of the line,
discussing,
PS extension barbed wire.
Myra's outfit and stuff. I need to very quickly go onto the door again because apparently that's going to be a thing tonight.
What the fuck, Matt?
Okay,
It's
Well,
really
while
expensive
he's doing
extension.
that-
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
I guess Liam just. Okay, that's okay.
Liam said he has to go into the door.
How's it going, guys? Oh, it's
why?
just us. How you feeling about the punk life?
I'm fairly sure we're the only two in chat as well, so
Yeah, this is exciting.
I blame you.
Oh, I'm excited for this. Myra's got a goal for Myra. Fit in with the punk crowd.
What?
It's gonna be so good.
Gwen's gonna have a goal, blow up the punk crowd.
I don't listen to punk music. I'll listen to it, but I'm not really in that scene. This is gonna be bad.
That song that Lane is talking about.
What's that?
You know that song that Lane was talking
Oh,
about?
no, I'll know the song. I'm really bad with artist names. Like really bad with artist names. So I've heard the song, but I won't know the name of the song or the name of the artist. Like that's Myra's thing, is well, like one of her things. Like her sociopathic thing is pretending to be a person that she's not for years on end.
I love it.
Yep.
Cool.
So she can be your third wheel. It'll be great.
So what's the plan here? Like, you just gonna go straight there, or? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, as we're traveling, Constantine, like what exactly do you? Oh right, Taylor. Taylor, what do you want to do?
We can't
You're
hear you.
muted. You're muted.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, what we could do is, for like the nice fans, we just like let them take a picture or whatever. But if anyone's like grabby, you can like toss a cunt. That's fine.
Yeah, I think we see like a couple of scenes of both, right? Like, we see like, the adoring fan run up and be like, what was the name of your band? Or was it just like Constantine?
The Red Murderers.
No, yes, it was the Red Murder. It was it's the reason my hair is red. It's our band name was A Song of Ice and Fire. Ice and Fire.
Okay, sick.
That's
Yeah, that's right, because it's Leona and Constantine, Ice and Fire. Yeah, sweet. So like you get the adoring fans like run up who are like, oh my god, like they're back, they're here. They ask if like you're playing at all, because obviously you haven't announced any like concerts while you're here, but
And I would say it might be in the cards. Keep your eyes on the dark net.
yeah, and there's photos, and obviously your punk fans are swooning over both you and Leona. And there's one fan.
Really uncomfortable.
There's one fan who probably tries to get like a little bit too grabby, and Morgan steps up and like body blocks the dude, like tosses him out.
Does
into the
Morgan
street.
smile first? Is the question.
Does
course
Morgan
he does.
smile first? No, he did not.
Oh wow, really?
How many people want a photo of
He
Morgan?
plays the serious guy.
None.
Who's like, yeah, you should
None?
do that.
Morgan looks badass. Oh,
Yeah, but he's not.
Myra's not happy about that.
Morgan's the bodyguard.
This is Constantine's crowd, so I'm acting like
Yeah.
the bodyguard.
Sweet, cool. And yeah, you end up back at the familiar storefront of whatever you called the
The boom
Wow.
box.
boombox.
Yeah.
The boombox. Yeah, sick.
And
I think there's
who's
like,
the manager. Does he talk to you, or does he come out?
well, yeah, I
What's
think
happening?
I think there's like a poster in the window, right? Like a really like hastily done up poster. That's like
How badly is the pro shop?
Ice and Fire like meet and greet. Like here tonight, like come see your favorite band, like.
I like to picture like it was Elke who did it, so it's like kind of
Yeah.
like crude and his name's on the
100%.
bottom.
Yeah, it's like it's really poorly done. Like, yeah, 100%. And you open the door, and like the bar itself goes like quiet, and there's this like cheer and like roar, and like the music continues playing because it paused as you walk through for total dramatic effect, and you look over and you can see like Elke by like the stereo, whatever's playing the music. He's like paused it as you've walked in.
Does he scratch the disc?
No, it's not like a fucking record. Like, it doesn't exist anymore. And yeah, he runs over to the group, And so he, for those of you who haven't checked the journals section,
And for
He's
the
an
stream.
actual punk.
ignore the gun and glasses, but it's the best photo I could find. Shaved head on the side, apart from the mohawk. He's got this like open leather vest, which is very Constantine, right? He's not wearing a shirt underneath. But like as opposed to Constantine, like the sleeves are like ripped off. And yeah, he runs up. He's like, "Guten Tag, Constantine. How are you?"
I am fine, Elkie. Allow me to introduce you to my entourage.
This lovely creature is Matua.
Oh my god, no. She's got a nickname. She's got to have a nickname, right?
Oh, please tell me you think you have a nickname, Punky.
Fuck! I
Don't say
oh,
Punky.
Shit.
Just
Nah,
Google
Constantine.
punk.
You have to give the nickname. It's something that Constantine gave her when he
Oh,
saw her
This
with
is
the barbed wire.
Mikey?
I was thinking this is Osiris.
Oh yeah.
I'll take Myra will take whatever you give her.
Yeah,
Okay. That
Yeah.
over there. Point at Gwen. That's Spider.
I'll just glare at you.
And the big guy in the back. That's Morgan.
Yeah, so he kind of like looks up and down the group, and he takes a double take at Osiris,
I up nod again.
and like nods and says, yeah, welcome to the boombox. This is best place on Mars, no?
No, it's not.
He looks at
Oh,
you.
Spider.
Yeah, he looks at Spider. He says, yeah, that's the attitude.
See, you fit right in, Spider. I don't know what you were worried about. I like how you got into character too, Quack. You got the hood up.
No, we'll just call you. It's like
Sick.
3 degrees here, Lane.
That sounds
And,
lovely.
All of your other fans like kind of rush up. There's photos, and it probably goes on for like half an hour of like the actual like meet and greet photos. Like, oh my god, you're back. Kind of spread between Constantine and Leona. As she does her fair share of greeting fans and taking photos and all sorts. And as this kind of process is going on, Elkie like steps away from like Constantine and Leona, and kind of like sidles up to Osiris and says, "So, what's a girl like you doing in a place like this?"
Myra looks at him, shakes her head, just chilling with Constantine.
Yeah.
He nods. He nods. Says, yeah. Lucky you. Constantine? You with the big man. He kind of gives you like...
Up nod.
He gives you like a knowing look. Like...
Yeah,
You with
Myra
him?
Osiris nods. Yeah.
Do you
we get up to some
understand
crazy
what he's
shit.
saying?
Oh.
Yeah, no,
Nah,
she
the-
understands. Maybe
Yeah,
she
yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, we get up to some crazy shit.
Yeah, he laughs. He laughs. It says, so, you and him, you open? Like Leona him, huh? He gives like a hopeful
She, like-
smile.
She like just shakes, just like just brushes off the question. Just like you're not worth my time. Get better, punk.
Oh shit.
Oh damn. He says, yeah, yeah. And he like, nice to meet you. Like he steps back away and like fades back into the crowd. Okay, sick.
And I think there's Morgan is just in the background, like, oh shit. Okay, I'm keeping an eye on the crowd because obviously there has to be a cop here somewhere.
Elky's the cop.
Cool. All right. So you see
Mars
like
Defense Force.
yeah, you see not a cop, but you see someone like in one of the back corners of the bar. I don't think like anyone else probably would have picked it, but like Morgan sees the like private security like logo on his like shoulder, like up here, and it's pretty common. Like Mars itself is generally governed by the EDF, but a lot of the districts have been kind of handed off to private security firms. So yeah, this is obviously the company that looks after this particular district.
I think, yeah, and so you see Morgan grab Elky as he's fading into the background, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Yo, what's with who's your guardian angel?" And he like points at the guy.
He shrugs. He shrugs and says, "It's nothing. Just guards. They like to be by big gatherings, just in case, you know."
Who's Big Gaverin?
He nods. He says, "Yeah, Song of Ice and Fire are back. Gathers the fans. It's not always a peaceful evening."
Yeah, I get it.
He says,
This is very unannounced, you know. It's low key. We don't want to attract much attention yet before the big concerts.
He nods. He says, "Yeah." He looks up at the security guard. "Trust me, if I had my way, he wouldn't be here. You know, none of us want him here. Not our choice."
Interesting. I don't suppose you know a place where Constantine could lay low for a while.
He nods. He nods. He says, "Stay in my place."
You got a big place?
He shrugs. "No bigger than normal, but I can find somewhere else to stay if you guys need it."
The best fan.
Yeah, we would really appreciate that. I think
nods.
Constantine might appreciate it too. Well, talk to the man and
nods.
see what he says.
He says, "Yeah, my sister's on station. I can go stay with her for a while. You can have my place. Just let me know, yeah?"
I will. Thanks. And it's like we have the next conversation with Constantine where it's like,
Sure. Yeah, you
So-
like you like grab constantly, like it's in the middle of like some fans are like walking up, you like tap him on the shoulder. It's like, "We need to talk."
yeah, we need to talk. Take a break.
I literally like stick my hand out like an emperor of Rome and be like, "I will be returned." And
Sick,
go with-
yeah. And I think Leona like steps in and starts like, you know, shaking hands
Mingling.
and hugging fans and yeah.
So, old stomping grounds, right? You know what's up.
Yeah.
What's the deal with the private security guy over there? Do you know the manager of the place?
Yeah, I know the manager, but you know how it is sometimes. We need them here. If they're not here, people don't gather. Yeah, you're not allowed to.
All right.
But if you're thinking about for the actual thing, I literally do that with my hands in character. Don't worry. There's some like old places we can go, abandoned shit. We can get a gathering, no problem.
Well, Elky, your number one fan seems
Oh.
to be interested in letting you take his apartment for the Minder.
Good old Belky.
Right.
Good old. But
Selkie?
Selkie, thank you. That's what it is. Well, you guys can take him up on that. Just tell him I said that, because I do believe Leona wants to see her parents, and I'm going to surprise her by going with her. You know.
Interesting. Do you want anyone tagging along?
No, not for that. I think it's best that we keep her folks out of the stuff.
All
for the
right.
most-
Well, you tell. I'll tell Elke you want to borrow his apartment for a while, and we'll borrow it for you.
Yeah, and you kind of see him glance over at Matua and say, "You should probably watch her. You don't want her having too much fun, yeah?"
I think she should come with you. Learn whatever she can.
Learn family values?
No.
That's
The whole funk thing.
I don't think Leona's parents are punk.
Funk material, I see. Well, we'll try.
Mm.
Try.
Don't worry. This is my stomping grounds. I could literally point to someone in the crowd, say kill him, they would probably get done. If not by my fans, by you. It'd be fine.
Yes, probably by me.
Also, Gwen is even more antisocial than usual, it seems.
No, she's just actually yes, probably.
yeah.
When,
I was
about
expecting
the
her to go,
situation.
yo, Elke, are you psychic? You want to be psychic?
No, the thing is, Ben, is like, there's three things here. A, she's not used to being in big crowds of people because normally she's in stations where the biggest crowd's like 10 people. B, she hates what she's being forced to wear to be here, and C, she's just not amused by Constantine.
Oh, right.
Gwen isn't amused by
So-
anyone, Constantine. Don't take it too personally.
So what I get from this conversation is Constantine wants to take his girl back to his parents. Back to her parents. On his own.
Yes.
Okay. But you want to stay there for how long?
Probably just the night. And we'll get shit going.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I know what I would bring up to Morgan. Hey, isn't that Santos girl? She's from Mars. Yeah, why don't you go meet her folks?
That's the plan. But if you're going away and we're going away, that leaves Matua
And Gwen.
and Gwen alone.
Nothing could possibly go wrong. Elke's watching them.
Yes.
Wow.
Do it.
Okay, I see how this goes. I'll have to talk to Spider, yes?
Yes, let's go talk. Both go talk to Spider. She seems in a mood.
It's like a general state for Gwen, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. Gwen is always in the state of hating something.
So,
Permanent PMS.
so we arrive at where you were sulking, and you hear Morgan say, "So, Spider, admiring the crowds of potential psychic recruits?"
Why are you calling me that?
That's your nickname now.
Please no.
Or are you waiting to be the Black Widow? Are you gonna glomp onto one of these guys?
No, I don't know.
All right. Listen, the man Elke, the #1 fan, has generously donated his apartment to let you sleep for the night, and you're going to go over there with Dr. Matua.
Me and Matua in a small room. You
Yes.
sure that's a good idea?
I'm pretty sure you'll find a way to not kill each other's. you've done so far, you should be able
Yes, but
to
that's
be
because
civil.
you're here.
Oh, come on, Glenn. He wants to meet somebody, and I gotta meet somebody. It's real important. You can do this solid for us for one night. Nah?
I have some stuff I need to do anyway.
Then where are you gonna stay?
I will probably stay there, but I mean, I have some work I need to do on planet.
Oh, that
If you
works
need
out.
any help with that, let me know.
I thought you were gonna say go ask Matua. I really want to see them interact in Matua's punk phase.
Listen,
When is
Matua,
phase, man?
Matua wants
Yeah,
to
sure.
try out this punk thing. Try
Well,
to
that-
keep her out of. Matua wants to do this punk thing. Try to keep her out of trouble while I'm gone. You have my
I
number.
realize I'm leaving this district, so that's not a good idea.
Or you could.
You shouldn't go alone. You shouldn't go alone.
Yes, but that is
Take-
just too much.
Take Matua with you.
Yeah, take her with you. Or get up and start slam dancing. You'll probably do better at it. You won't poke anybody.
What? Dancing?
Slam dancing.
It's what they're doing over
And-
there.
yeah,
and
yeah,
he points
so-
stuff.
Morgan like gestures towards like the front of the room where like the music's loud, like right in front of the speakers, and you see like a mosh pit. Yeah.
A mosh
Pe-
pit in space is a bad idea. A mosh pit on station is a bad idea.
Oh, relatively low
We see
gravity.
the-
When
like
people,
the
it's
image
the
of the
best thing
mosh
ever.
pit.
Is what I think you mean.
Osiris is getting into the mosh.
Oh God.
We just see Matua's hair.
People-
jumping up and
people
I
down.
have to
are
roll
very-
for spike damage.
Yeah, people are like very, very much avoiding Osiris.
Oh.
No, Osiris is on the, like Osiris is the, like the back of it, like the edge of it, where she's not gonna hit anyone with her
Okay.
spikes.
Gwen just motions over to Matua and says, "You want me to take care of that?"
Yes.
Yes. Osiris.
Osiris. Spider. Remember these names.
Arlene
No.
from behind kind of like shrugs. She can look after herself. Look at her.
I
Thank you,
understand
She
that,
can't or
but
she can.
she
Can't.
can't. I say, I understand that, but why do I have to do it?
Because we're going away, they're going away, it leaves you.
But
And
really,
Elkie.
oh, isn't it?
And Elkie, to be fair. We could ask
Yeah.
Elkie to do it.
Elkie will be there with you. Look at him. He is the face of responsibility.
Elkie is currently shotgunning like some sort
Yeah,
of bottle with
yeah,
alcohol.
Face of responsibility.
Listen, Gwen, you're a capable psychic. I'm sure you can find a solution that
Doesn't involve murder.
doesn't involve murder.
Can I include mind wiping?
Do whatever you want with Elkie. He's the #1 fan.
Poor
I'll find the
Elkie.
nearest cliff then.
Poor Elkie.
Maybe you guys have some common grounds.
He likes alcohol. You like alcohol?
He likes Constantine. You probably like to be with Constantine too.
Just glare at you.
I also glare at you.
Listen, just read his thoughts and keep making sure that he stays your #1 fan. It's fine.
Yeah, and just make sure Matua doesn't die. Listen, Spider, we don't ask much of you.
Stop calling me that. I will do what
If
you
I s-
want as long as you don't call me that again.
All right, Gwen.
Thank you.
I think as we walk away from Gwen, you see Morgan and Constantine like high five.
Yeah.
But
This annoying
Morgan's too
Gwen
strong, so I
and
kind of
she'll-
fall over.
All right.
Basically, just annoy Gwen enough and she'll do what you want.
Yep.
It's like the Hulk and Thor, kind of.
Yeah.
Through the wall.